Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hi. Hi, my sweet, sweet sleepyheads. Hi, my sweet sleepyheads. As you can see, I've got a different background than normal. I am at my home. Sorry, I'm at my home. I guess you could say it's kind of not my home anymore, but it's the home that I grew up in, though my family still lives in, and I'm here visiting. So I hope you guys don't mind the change in scenery. But not only am I home, I am in my bedroom. I am sitting in my bed, and this is probably, besides my home, in my apartment, or my room in my apartment. This is one of the places that I feel most safe, most at home. It's a very vulnerable and intimate space for me. And as I typically don't film here, it's not even like a work space for me. So I wanted to film this video tonight and invite you guys in to this very safe and important place to me, because I want you guys to have this safe space with me and be here and be vulnerable. And this isn't the AB who's gonna flirt with you, as in some of my videos, and this isn't Slumber Space ASMR. I mean, it is, but I'm not gonna be tapping and making lots of clicking noises and stuff today, or having props. I'm just gonna be me, and I'm just gonna be talking to you. I care about you guys very deeply, and I know that you guys don't feel like you're seen, that your comments are seen, that you're seen as a person or in real life. I promise I'll stop eating. You think that I don't care, or that other people don't care, that there's just kind of this crazy cycle of you waking up every day and working and pouring your heart out. And I want you to know that I do see you, and I've seen your messages, I see your comments, and I know that some of you are in a place where you are hurting, and that breaks my heart. It doesn't only break my heart because I care about you deeply, in your well-being, in your comfort, in your sleep, in your sanity. But I have been there too. I have been in your shoes. Maybe not yours exactly. I haven't been a mother. I haven't been a father. I haven't shared some of the jobs and roles and responsibilities that you guys have had. Even if I've had similar roles and responsibilities to some of you or been in the same shoes, they're not the same. But I see you guys. I do, and I care a lot. And everybody's mental health journey is not the same. But we can connect, and I can empathize. And I'm going to show you all the love and support and comfort I can tonight. And let you know that you are seen, and you are heard, and you are loved, and not just by me. Okay? Tonight, I just want to talk a little bit about mental health. I want to talk a little bit about love for yourself and for life, even when it's really, really, really hard to love. I really deeply care about you guys, and I know that even if you're currently stressed about work or school or relationships with family, with friends, with outside forces out of your control, even if you are anxious to wake up in the morning or anxious to go to sleep tonight, even if you have to take pills tonight for your anxiety, your depression, whatever it is that you're struggling with to help you. First of all, I want you to know that that is okay. But that's also something that a lot of us struggle with and don't want to have to rely on, and sometimes there's a lot of stigma around it. Sometimes we self-soothe. We have weird coping mechanisms to get us through the day, to get us through the night, to get us to fall asleep outside of ASMR. Everybody's experience is different, but they also connect with so many others. And even if you are stressed with your relationship or with work or with other outside forces, that does not mean that that's the only thing, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that it's all bad, but it also doesn't mean that that's the only thing impacting you in your heart, in your soul, in your mind right now. I just want you guys to know that I've been there and that I see you. And I want to show you guys some love tonight and just be in a vulnerable space and let you know that you are safe here and you are not alone. And I know there are some wounds that go real deep that this video cannot heal. And maybe nothing but time will. But one thing that I am pleading with you guys with is to give yourself time. Give the world time. I know that's a big ask. Be patient. I know a lot of you have been very patient. You've been very patient already. Time has come and gone and you're still feeling like this. But I want you guys to ask yourself if you remember maybe not your worst day, but a day that you were just feeling yuck. I don't want to get up tomorrow. I don't want to face the day. I don't want to deal with things. I don't want to take that test. I don't want to face that person. I don't want to, go through with that big thing that I'm really dreading. 5-10 years ago. Do you remember? Do you remember that thing? Do you remember that feeling? I'm not asking you to be patient for 5 or 10 more years. I know that's a huge ask. And I also don't want to necessarily focus on the future right now. I want to focus on you right now. You are important right now, even in your state of anxiety or depression or loneliness or discomfort or whatever you're feeling, and you don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anybody peace. You don't owe anybody to be happy for them or make them feel more comfortable by you putting on a different persona or face. Sometimes we have to, or we don't have to, but we like to for our friends, family, the people that we care about. Sometimes we have to step up. And we're stronger for it. We're great partners, we're great parents, we're great friends. And other people, when they can, they do it for us. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but sometimes they're doing more than they lead on. But you don't owe them anything. Okay? You do what you can. You do your best. And if this is your best right now, that is okay. That is okay. Okay? person are so complex. Okay. And one mistake, one bad grade, one bad day, one bad year, one thing that you feel anxiety or guilt about, one part of yourself that you don't really like to face and you don't like. That's like one part of a really, really, really big, beautiful galaxy. And this is kind of a cliche, but you know, sometimes you look at the sky and there are no stars out, and you're like, dang, the sky is so dark and there's nothing there, and the sky is alone. It's lonely. There's no stars filling it. There's no light. The stars are still there. They're still there. They're still in the galaxy. There's a whole galaxy behind that sky, and it might not be close, and you might not see the moon, you might not see the stars, and it may seem like there's no light behind the sky. There's nothing for miles and miles and tens of thousands of miles. But there is, and we know that deep down. But if you saw the dark sky every single night, you'd start to forget what the stars looked like. If stars existed, how many stars there were, and we've never gotten the chance to go to space, at least I haven't. So it's hard to imagine all the stars out there when we can't see them. Why does everybody else get to see the stars? We don't have a telescope. But I promise you, the stars are still there. And you don't need a telescope to find them. They're just hidden. There's too much light pollution. There's lots of stuff going on. It's not the right place at the right time. But the stars are still there. They didn't go away. They didn't disappear. And they will be out again. And one day, you're gonna look up at the sky. And you might cry. Or you might gasp. Or you might just melt with relief and satisfaction, but you're gonna see maybe one star, maybe a shooting star. Goodness, I'm getting so emotional. Maybe an abundance of stars, really, really bright ones that you can like take a picture of. But I promise you, I pinky swear, and I never break a pinky swear, that they will be there. And you might have people with you when you see them. Or you might not. You might see them through your window. You might see them outside. You might see them in a different city, around different people, at a totally different place in your life. But they're going to be there. And that's what I like to think about when I think about my mental health. Now, in full transparency, also, please don't worry about me. Please don't worry about me. I know I'm getting a little emotional in this video, but not for my sake necessarily. I just care about you guys deeply, truly, madly, deeply. I care. ASMR can be stressful to make, I'm not gonna lie. But every day I wake up and I do read your messages and I do read your comments and your emails. And I see you and I care. And the same content via different creators have helped me get to sleep, to soothe my anxiety, to study, to make big decisions, to comfort, to laugh, all of those things, just like where you are right now. Okay, so, and you know, not to do my own horn, but I think thousands of people are gonna see this video, and I just want you to say, I know you're not alone. You're not the only one that needs this video, and you're not the only one that needs to hear this. I pray that everybody who needs this video will find it, and if not by me, by another creator. I know Carl ASMR has some great mental health videos, but I personally have dealt and I'm on medication. I have a PTSD diagnosis. I once dealt with OCD. I'm a queer individual. I've talked about my sexuality in a couple different videos. I was raised in a single parent household. I've had some really, really scary, sad things happen in my life. And yet you all have given me so much grace and love and community. And the only reason that I'm able to extend this love and this gratitude and this comfort to you guys is because somebody gave it to me and told me that I need to keep going. Not that I need to, but I should. It's worth it. And it is. But it's not as easy just to say, like, lots of people have gone through it. You can't do, because you're unique and you're special in your own circumstances. You're not like everybody else. Okay? And I will never say that. You are your own unique and wonderful human with your own attributes. And that's why you're important. And we want you here. And we want you to take your time to get better. There's no rush. We want you as you, even if you're sad, even if you're anxious, even if you talk too much, even if you fail your test, even if sometimes you feel like a bad friend or partner or parent or sibling. That does not discount how amazing you are in so many different aspects of your life and moments in time and attributes. And being bad at something, being, not up to par in these places in your life is so subjective. And not to be cliche, but you're your own worst critic. I have so many things that I would criticize about myself. These ASMR videos, my degree, my relationships, and yet none of you would even bat an eye. You are so kind and comforting. And you guys would be like, psst, that doesn't matter, silly. Yeah, you did that one bad thing. You're still you. You've gone through 10, 20, 30, however many years of growing and learning. Everybody's gonna make mistakes, and a lot of them, and big ones. Okay. You learn from them, and you become a better person because of it. And you grow, and you learn to forgive yourself and forgive others. And you're able to have some really good experiences that come out of it. And I'm not saying that this being here with me right now is worth any of the stuff you're feeling, but something brought you here to me, right? And this part in your life will be something you look back on when you have other experiences that you wouldn't have gone without this moment. Again, I'm not saying that you needed to have this moment to have those things, or that you only deserve those things if you feel like this. That's not the case at all. But through this, there will still be really, really, really wonderful things that happen. And I hope they're worth it for you. I know they will be in time, but I hope you look back and you're like, dang, I did it. I did it. I hope you look back in your life now and look at your younger self. maybe your more anxious self a moment of sadness or regret or just discomfort, and you look back and say, that was me. And that was all me. I did that. I'm here today. I got through that. I'm strong as fuck. Because that takes a lot. It really does. Do not dismiss or overlook your achievements just because you're feeling this way now. Okay. I don't know you personally, but I know a lot of your souls. I connect with them. That's what I believe. On a deeper level. Not just through comments or through emails or whatever, but you're here with me. Something brought you here. And you're sitting here and you're listening to me speak to you. And simultaneously, I am connecting with you. And I feel like you are reaching me just if not more, just as much, if not more, as I'm reaching you. Because again, I've watched a video like this before and I know how I felt. So I'm right there with you. I'm your buddy. I'm your friend. I hope it can be a safe space for you. I'm not trying to be a therapist. I'm just trying to be a human. A very vulnerable human. Just like you. Who has been through it. And let you know it's okay. And I'm crying on YouTube. To let you know it's okay. And I'm telling you about, my life and some of the stuff that I have been through. Not in detail, maybe another time. But because I don't think you're gonna judge me for it. And you won't. And you won't stop watching my content because of it. And you won't judge me. And it's not because I'm any more deserving of love or respect than you are. Okay. If I hadn't gone through some really hard moments in life, or just gone through it, I would not be here with you. And trust me, there are days I've been right where you are. Right where you are. Okay. I really love you guys. I really care. Sometimes. When I was 11, I lost my father. My dad was really sick. And I don't say that in a derogatory, negative way. He was really dealing with stuff that he didn't have the support systems or tools or resources to take care of. He wasn't really sick in his body. He was very sad. And he didn't know how to deal with it properly. And so we dealt with it in a way that was really hard for me and a lot of other people who loved him very much. And I'm sorry if that's hard to hear for you guys. I really am, and I don't say that for pity. And I really hope that wasn't upsetting to you guys. I'm trying not to go into detail, but what I'm saying is, I wish he was still here with me. And for friends from his middle school who knew him, not even friends, peers. I've contacted my family over the years and just been like, I never spoke to him. I never knew him. I never told him how cool I thought he was. I never apologized for that one thing. I wasn't there when he needed me the most. And I regret it. I wish I told him how cool he was. I wish I would tell him that I was a safe space for him. I wish I would tell him that I also felt that way and that he wasn't alone. And I think about that a lot. And that's why I'm telling you guys. Because if everybody in your life right now is in that same place where they just haven't told you yet how deeply they love you, or how cool you are, or there's strangers that are onlooking you and being like, that is a really strong person, that's a really cool, attractive, funny, lovely person. I'm telling you that there are attributes about yourself that you diminish, that other people are in awe over. You do not cease to amaze others who are onlooking your life by your strength, by your courage, by your ability to bring light and humor out of really dark times, your ability to get up in the morning, to fuel your body, to take care of those around you, even when it's hard to take care of yourself. Even clicking on this ASMR video, I can see, I know that you want the best for yourself and that you know you deserve better. That you're showing an act of love to yourself. This is not me showing you love right now. I hope you know this is an active decision on your part to keep watching this video because you care about yourself. You care that you feel safe. You care because you want to feel loved. You care because you want a good night's sleep. You're not neglecting yourself or anybody else, and you're working. I know this may not feel like work to some people, but this will feel like a lot of work to other people. Sitting through this, working through their feelings, being vulnerable, that is an act of self-love. That is how I know you guys are killing it and kicking it, even if this doesn't feel like a lot. Okay. And you can watch this video 2 times or 10 times or 1,000 times, and I'll still be here. And each time I'm going to remind you that you are working, that you're doing the damn thing. You're doing it for yourself, okay? Not for anybody else. You're making an active effort to remind yourself how strong and brave you are, how you're going to get through tonight and tomorrow and the day after that. And if there's some days where you're like, I need that reassurance again, come back here. There's no shame, there's no judgment. This is a safe space for you. And I say I struggle with mental illness. I say that I'm part of the LGBT community. I say that I'm a young woman. I say things about my dad and my life. I say that I care about you guys because I want you to know how open this space is for you. My table, that's so silly, is open, and I will continue to give you nourishment and fuel and love and support and conversation and hugs when you cannot get those things by yourself. Okay. When you cannot make yourself dinner, I will virtually give you a warm plate. When you're in need of comfort, I will virtually give you a warm hug. And I know that sometimes these parasocial relationships, just watching me on video, sometimes you're like, oh, it's not the same, it's not real. But it is. I might not be one of your family members. I may not be one of your friends or coworkers, but I'm real. Pinch me. Pinch you. And I'm saying I care. Are you calling me a liar? I care a lot. And I know there are other people that care so much. And I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't. Because your mental health is important to me. You are important to me. Your future's important to me. Who knows, maybe there's an opportunity where we're going to cross paths in real life. Wouldn't that be cool? There's so many new people and things and places and adventures that you're going to come across in your life that you haven't yet. Do you remember trying your favorite food for the first time? I want you to close your eyes and think about it. My favorite food is sushi. And I can't really remember the first time I tried it, but I remember the last time I ate it. And it was still just as good probably as the first time I tried it. Honestly, I probably didn't love it the first time. It's raw fish, but that's besides the point. I remember the last live music I heard felt like a little tiny piece of heaven. I remember the last time I saw someone I loved. I remember the last time I traveled even just like an hour away and saw something I really, really liked and experienced that for the first time. Have you ever recommended a song to a friend or a book and just I wish I could hear this for the first time? When you're talking about it to them, like a TV show or a movie or anything, you're like, oh, you have to see this. This is my favorite. This is awesome. This thing changed my life. You're gonna consume so many amazing more foods and read so many amazing more books or watch many shows and movies and hear more live music or even just music through your headphones that makes you feel like you're in another world. And there's just so many things that you're gonna experience for the first time again. I don't know, I think that's kind of awesome because I think of the things I love now, and a lot of them I might not have forever. I may not like forever. Like, sometimes we go out of things. But there's gonna be so many more. And that really excites me. I could wake up tomorrow and try food for the first time. Guys, can you tell I love food? I love trying new things. I don't know. What if tomorrow, I don't know, you came across a new ASMR artist? Like, you came across me. This might be your first video of mine, or your 30th video of mine. But imagine if you had never found my channel. I know, that sounds cocky, but like, if you enjoy the content, that's just another thing. You're like, cool. That's something I got out of my day, I got out of my life. Good things will keep coming. I'm not saying bad things won't, but sometimes the good things make it really worth it. They do. I don't know, I think there's like a karmic or like beautiful equilibrium that we go through. Not saying everything has to be equal or like the good has to equal the bad, but I think everything in life kind of, I don't know, sometimes at my lowest points I've met the best people or had the best experiences or just been the most kind to myself And that's so important, to be kind to yourself. Sometimes I think the world has tested me that way. I don't know. It's like you are special enough to love, and right now I need you to show yourself that love. I want you to remind yourself how worthy you are of love. And sometimes in our lowest times, we are the only ones there because the universe is like, you can do it. Be there for yourself. Show you how much you love you, that you are important. Because I think you've forgotten. You don't need other people to make you feel important. You are important. Period. And you need to remind yourself by taking care of yourself. Even little things, drinking water, taking your meds, watching this video, going to bed on time, reading a book. Some may call it self-soothing. I say soothe away, okay, if you need it. Give yourself some grace. Protect your peace a little bit. We don't always have to be out here on the grind. We're not put on this earth to constantly work hard and push ourselves. I know I'm not. Sometimes we just have to be patient with ourselves, in addition to being patient with the world, being patient with our growth, being patient with our minds, being patient with our health. That's a really big one. Our body and minds tend to do their own thing, and we don't always have control over them. But just like in some of the ASMR videos, you guys try and take some of those negative thoughts, crumple them up, say goodbye, acknowledge them, feel them, validate them, say I see you, but I don't want to hold on to you anymore. You don't serve me. You're not making things easier. It's not really helpful for me. Sometimes as a, I don't know, survival response, your body will be like, be anxious. So you can propel yourself to study or to, I don't know, work harder, to have more drive, more passion, do more things. Just survival instinct. Your body, in its weird way, your mind is trying to make sure that you're okay. But sometimes it pushes you at the wrong times. It's like, don't you want to be more successful at work? Don't you want to meet XYZ goal? But we're not always trying to meet a goal. Sometimes we just have to snuggle with ourselves. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta be there. And when we're constantly feeling anxious about the next thing, about what went wrong, our body's really just trying to protect us. So look at that anxiety or that depression or, whatever you're feeling right now. Be like, you are so sweet. Me and my mind and my body are just showing me love in the way that they can. They're just trying to protect me. I know it might seem counterintuitive because you're like, this is not protection. This feels awful. I don't like this at all. But your bodies and your minds are just doing what they think is best for you. They're making you anxious or sad about those things because they think that by doing that, it will make you fix them, or I don't know. But sometimes you can look at those thoughts and feelings and be like, I don't need to fix anything right now. I just need to take care of me. I don't even need to fix me. I just need to be there for me. Sometimes I just need to slow down. Okay. Sometimes there's a time and place. Sometimes we need to be active. We need to be passionate. We need to have drive. We need to get things done. We need to get out of bed. We need to go make ourselves that meal. We need to go get some sunshine. We need to study. We need to make that phone call. We need to have that conversation. I'm not saying to neglect those things, but if you really sit with yourself sometimes, you and your body and your mind can have a little conversation about what do I really need to do right now, and how do I take care of myself first and foremost, because I'm the one I'm going to have to wake up with tomorrow. I'm the one I'm going to have to go to sleep with tonight. And I'm the one that's going to get me through every dang thing I ever do. So, how do I continue to make sure that I can continue? As cheesy as that is. How do I invest in myself to make sure that a week from today, a month from today, down the line, that I'm going to be better off, that I'm going to be happier, that I'm going to have a better grip on my anxiety, and I'm going to look back at me now and say, thank you, and I love you, and you did the right thing, and you knew what you knew how to do in that moment, and I'm proud of you. And that's what I'm saying to you now. But trust me, when I said that, you later is going to thank you too. Future you is going to thank you. Okay? And that's really important. I think so. But again, let's not talk about future you. Let's talk about you right now, tonight, today, and whatever hour you're in and whatever state you're in. You should still be proud of yourself. I think that you're awesome. You don't even need to earn that. I just think that you are. I think you're very worthy. And I hope that you feel very safe here. I hope that you feel very comfortable. I hope that you feel like you're really valued. And I can't even value you enough. I'm sure the more I would know about you, the more empathy and respect and love and impressiveness, I was trying to fit that into a sentence, but I would be in awe of you, because if you take everything you've ever done and been through and combated and succeeded in, and every joke you've ever told, and every good recommendation you've ever given to anybody, every good advice you've ever told, every good outfit you've ever put on, every kind deed you'd ever do, if someone knew all of that about you, I think we'd all be looking at each other very differently. And you can't really do that with other people. You can never know everything that goes on with other people. But you can sit with yourself and give yourself grace and gratitude. Say, you may not be able to remember every kind thing you've ever said to somebody, or every joke you've ever made, or every success you've ever had, but you know deep down you've had them. So show yourself some grace and be proud of those things, and you will have more in the future. But you have to take care of yourself first. Okay. I know this video has been extra long, but that's because you extra deserve it. And I'm extra passionate, and I extra love you. Even when you're going through this, you don't need to earn love or respect. Sometimes you can get more based on things you do, but bare minimum, you as a human, you in your state currently, you as you, deserve those things. point blank period. And you have value. So, I'm sorry if this was a little sad, but you sat through it, and you sat with your feelings, and again, you showed yourself an act of a lot of love, even if it doesn't really feel like it. And you might have watched this whole video and been like, well, I didn't get much out of that. That's okay. But you gave it a shot, you tried, you trusted the process, you trusted your judgment, and I'm hoping that this left you a little bit better than you were before. But if not, you know never to watch this video again. And you won't make the same mistake, and you'll learn and you'll grow, and that's what life is all about. Ta-da! Anyway, I'm already feeling in a better mood, and I hope you are too. And I've been staring at this one lonely little curl in my hair. It's kind of caught me off guard, and it is there every day of my life, unless I straighten or curl my hair. It's like my little lucky curl, maybe. I don't know what it is. And when I was a little baby, I had ringlets, like super curly hair. And sometimes I think I'm like taking a little piece of me throughout my life, carrying my childhood inner me, and I'm protecting her in a way. Not that I really protect my hair, I need to use less heat and stuff, but you get my point. And I want you to know that you carry a little piece of you and everyone you've ever met, and everyone who's ever touched your soul and your heart, and you carry a little piece of me, whether you like it or not. Sorry. And so even when you feel like you can't get through things, acknowledge those little pieces of every good thing or good person that's ever come into your life, and help them propel you a little bit, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep, my little sleepy heads, my little sweet, lovely, incredible little sleepy heads. I hope you get some sleep, some good rest, some well-deserved rest, and come back tomorrow if you need.